Coming up on stage, one of our perennial favorites. Give it up for Chiplock!
So, I'm going to start off by asking you guys a question. How are you all doing tonight? It's okay. Now if you assholes ask that question, it's stale. That's the whole reason I went first. I'm sorry. So now I want to ask you guys a question. Go ahead and respond with hoots, hollers, whatever you want to do. How many of you have ever binged on food? Just gone crazy, craved? You know you've done it. You know you've done it. All right. One that's more common. How many of you have ever binged on an anime? There was one guy in the back who's like, come on, man, I just clapped for the binging on food. Come on, you're making me work so hard. But have you noticed that, like, when you binge on an anime, it's kind of like the equivalent of when you go to a supermarket to buy some ice cream for yourself, and there's all these little 1 quart, 1 pint containers, and instead you go home with the 5-gallon party tub for yourself? It's like you're browsing through the anime aisles, and you're like, okay, Full Metal Almond, we've got Cowboy Bebop bubblegum, oh shit, Kill a Kit Kat. I've heard about this, and you don't know what to expect, but you're like, yeah, I can handle it. And the pints are right there. You can try it out. How much does 4 episodes cost? Like only $350 now, something like that? You can take it home, but you bring the 5-gallon home, and you take the big scoop, and you're like, I got this. I'm gonna go through this, and you go episode 1. Episode 2, episode 4, episode 7. By episode 10, you're like trying to pick up the pieces of your life from the floor. You're watching Anohana because it's less painful to you now. You're looking up fan fiction about Nina from Full Metal Alchemist so you can feel better. And you're just laying there on the floor going, Ryuko, I'm so sorry. I've lost my way. And you swear to yourself you're never gonna do it again, and then you discover Attack on Butterscotch. Now, anime does teach us a lot of lessons. You know, Attack on Titan teaches you about the importance of teamwork. You've got Naruto teaching you about working together with your teammates. Everything seems to point towards friendship. But there's one thing I've learned about anime, and that's that friendship is bullshit. Nothing good happens in anime because of friendship. Friendship is the reason why everything bad that ever happens in anime happens. Do you realize how many anime series would end at like episode 2 if you just said no to the friend who was asking you for help? Imagine Monica Magica. Monica, you have to come help us fight the witches. Hell no. Or Naruto. Dude, there's this little ninja kid who's walking by himself in the forest. He was ostracized. He's gonna starve to death. Fuck, whatever, maybe he deserves it. No, like seriously, if you're gonna walk in the forest in a fucking orange Goku when you're trying to become a ninja assassin, starvation's like the best possible thing that could happen to you. Well, no, dude, it's not his fault. Inside his soul is this angry, 9-tailed fox demon. Shit, he's a furry too? So, and even Yu-Gi-Oh realizes how pointless friendship is. Because he's battling Kaiba, and Joey's like, hey, you, the guy's like right over there on the podium. You want me to go over and like kick his ass so your grandpa doesn't go to the Shadow Realm or anything? And Yugi's like, no thanks, Joey. I'll just hope I pull the Heart of the Cards Dark Magician. I've still got 45 cards left in my deck. I feel pretty good about the chances here. Son of a bitch. So now that we've established that you need friendship to not exist for it to be an anime, that brings me to my main point. Why My Little Pony is not an anime! It's not! Friendship is the entire point of the show! In fact, friendship is what defines their characters! They have no character development. If you put Naruto next to Pinkie Pie and ask them what their daily problems are, here's what it comes out to. Pinkie Pie, what terrible thing happened to you today? Everyone hosted a party and they didn't bother to invite me. that's so sad. What about you, Naruto? There's a fox demon living inside of me! Every day I breathe, thousands of people are in mortal danger! What about you, Twilight Sparkle?
Oh, I only have 2 tickets to the gala, but I have 3 friends.
I killed someone's father! I don't even know if that part's true, but if Naruto is telling me, I believe it. But here's the major reason why it's... there's gotta be one shitty joke, come on. But the main reason why it's not an anime above everything else, because people watch the English dub. But see, maybe there's a reason why people don't watch the English dub. Because when you think about Hollywood movies, you have all these famous names, famous actors, Christian Bale, Morgan Freeman, Sarah Silverman. She's still... No, bad example, I'm sorry. But it just makes me wonder, we don't get those kinds of names in anime, so what if we just started casting, famous Western celebrities as anime characters? So, for example, you have Mr. Rogers as Kyubey. Hello there, neighbor. Did you know that you're a very special person? Did you know you can be even more special if you sign this contract? You've got Gilbert Gottfried as the DBZ narrator. On the last episode of Who Gives a Shit? Goku is fighting some frickin' alien and there's 7 balls that belong to a dragon. Who even needs that many balls? Holy shit, would you look at her rack? That is erotic. You've got Randy Savage. I mean, he's dead, so he can't really voice anybody, but he's up there with King Kai going, "Ooh, I may be down for the count, but I swear to God, once one of them Gokus gets the 7 Dragon Balls, I'm gonna snap Vegeta into a Super Saiyan Slim Jim." Okay, so, besides that, I should at least give some thanks to my personal savior and Lord who has made everything here possible tonight. So, I'd like to take a moment to praise Helix. Fuck, don't. I'm sorry, I hate you guys. But who here believes or agrees with me that anime would be a better religion than all the religions we currently have out? No, seriously, think about it. We already got everything in place that we could do. First of all, we could have Saturday Mass with the First Assembly of Toonami, which, if you think about the letters for each of those, it accurately describes most of the clergy members. Your friend, okay, fine. I'll just slow down for you guys. And secondly, we've already got the scriptures from the Bible written out based on Attack on Titan. And on the first day, God did tell people, build a wall. And the people said, why, God? We live in a peaceful time. We have nothing to fear. And God went, On the third day, they did reinforce that wall. For after hearing some kid talk about internal fox demons and shit, they didn't want to take any chances. And on the 7th day, the Lord did send his son, and the people knew him, for his son did tear down that wall, and the people exclaimed, Jesus Christ! But of course, if we're going to make it a religion, we need a prayer. And that's what I need you guys for. Because I'm going to instate the very first Lord's Prayer of anime. And you guys can participate too. So just repeat after me, okay? We all good? Okay, fine. Our anime, who art overpriced. Many be thy shows. Thy will be dubbed. And by dubbed I mean badly. In English. And probably by 4 kids. Give us this day our daily waifus. And husbandos. And tentacles. And forgive us our torrents. Because we totally planned on buying it sooner or later. No, really, we promise. And above all else, deliver us from the temptation of Boku no Pico. And we close it with ramen. Thank you.
Give it up. I think I'm gaining my religion. Thank you. All right, our judges, we'll get to speak. We'll start with you, Gabe, and go down that way. What do you think, Gabe?
You definitely got the crowd on your side pretty quickly, and that's definitely great. I think that everybody liked you, and that's going to be good since we have no power, you guys do. So, yeah, I think you did a great job. Maybe at the beginning there's a little slow start and you were reaching pretty far for some stuff, but I think you did a great job.
Yes, sir.
First off, I disagree because I have black power, so that's all. Secondly, Sean, your voice acting is impeccable. That was fantastic. I enjoyed pretty much every second of it. So the way you pulled the crowd was fantastic. Got them on with the prayer. That was great. So ultimately, I didn't really see much wrong with it at all. That was a good job. Very good set.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Paul. I think your impressions were super on point. I really like Randy Savage because I'm a sucker for... Exactly. Something I didn't like, I don't know, like the falling on the floor thing, I felt was a little forced. But you totally made up for it with Gilbert Gottfried and Randy Savage, so I thought it was a strong performance.
Alrighty.
I was telling these guys before the show that anybody with a wrestling joke would have my vote. And somehow you read my mind with that Randy Savage joke. So the only thing I might say is I agree with Ryan. I don't even like anime, I like wrestling.
Confessions.
I don't mean that. JK, sorry. Very sensitive crowd. But I do agree with Ryan. Falling on the floor, really taking too much out of it might be a little bit of a downfall. So try to make up for that part. But everything else was awesome.
Everybody give it up, John.